Hi, welcome to Cranbourne Golf Club. My name's Marco, I'm a golf professional here. Today what I'm going to do is just do a video in regards to how you shape the ball. So one of the best things that good players can do is they can actually hit the ball both ways. So we can shape the ball from left to right if we want to, and we can shape the ball from right to left if we want to. Now it's a very simple way of doing golf. Essentially is an athletic motion. So in an athletic motion my right wrist always works back and forward. Now in terms of understanding how the club face then works, so the spin on the ball comes from the club face. I'm going to use my cricket bat here. So effectively, if I wish to slice the ball, I need the club face to be open relative to the arc. Alright, so if I want to hook the ball, I need the club face to be closed relative to an arc. How we do that is essentially how my right wrist works. So if my right wrist goes from this position and I let it release, then the club face will naturally turn in the arc. Now that's how we get a drawing motion. So if my right wrist goes from here and I let it turn, which is a natural athletic motion, so throw a ball, you get a hinge and then release. Can't throw without letting your wrist go, but essentially if I get that action, the club face will naturally turn, and that's where we get draws from. So all good players can do it. It's really not that hard. In fact, it's quite a simple thing to do. If however you cock your wrist, basically you can only ever slice the ball. So for most players, when they slice the ball, they tend to cock their wrist, and of course as that comes down, the face is always open and you always get a slice. Now if you're a slicer, that's generally speaking what's happening. If we can get you hinging your wrist, then basically speaking in a really quick period of time I can get you turning from someone who slices the ball to someone who hooks the ball. It's really not that hard, it's quite simple to do. So from a shot shaping point of view, we either want to hinge and release or to get a draw, or if I want to hit a fade, what I do is I get a hinge and then I just hold on to that, and I don't actually let that club face release. So what ends up happening is the bat now stays open relative to an arc and the ball slices. So how it looks in terms of playing is if I want to get a hook, I'm going to hinge my wrist and then I'm going to release it right over and the bat face starts to close. So as I come through the ball, the face will naturally turn. If I want to hit a slice, I hinge and then I hold on to it. And so as I come through now, the bat face is open and the bat face stays open and essentially the ball goes the other way. So with a golf club, it's a little bit harder with a golf club to see it, but it's because it's a lot smaller, but effectively it works the same way. If I move that out of the way, as I'm coming through the ball, as I go this way, if I let my wrist release over, the club face will naturally turn, so the face starts to look a little bit like this. If however I come through and I leave my wrist open, so I hold on to my wrist action, right, and I don't let my club face release, then the face will stay open. So if I look from this angle, as I release, you'll see the face has now started to turn over. If I hold on to it, you'll see the face is now opening up, right? And that's how good players hit the different shapes. Now if you ever watch golf on TV, you can tell the shape of the shot the good players actually hit by how their arms finish at the end of their swing. So if I'm trying to hit a hook, as I come through and the face closes over, my left arm will be tucked down and in, so it'll be down here. Right? And if I'm trying to hit a fade, as I come through, my left arm will be out. Right, so to give you an idea what they look like, so essentially I'm not going to hit a shot here, but if my right wrist hinges and then I release, I get a hook. Right, and so the club face now has rolled over, so my arm's tucked down and in and the face is closed. If I want to hit a slice, essentially as I come through I just hold on to that wrist angle, I don't let it go. As I come through, the face stays open and my left arm chicken wings out behind me, so I get that action. Alright, so essentially, and that's how you hit draws and fades. So with good players, they just change how they release their right wrist, and that's how they get the ball to turn right to left and left to right. If you practice that, you'll be able to certainly become a much better player.